Hey guys, today I'm going to be testing out a few new products from Flower Beauty. The first thing I got was the Jet Set Invisible Powder Spray. This just launched. And then I'm going to try out the Get Real Serum Foundation. I got mine in the shade Ivory L2. Then I'm going to be trying out the Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. This is a facial oil, but a lot of people are using it as a primer. Then I want to be trying out the Blush Balm in the shade Nectar. I'm going to start off by priming my face with the Skin Elixir. Now this does have a lavender scent, which I find very nice and relaxing, and it feels really nice on your actual skin. I heard that it diminishes the size of your pores, and I completely agree with this. After applying the foundation, even after I wiped off the makeup, my pores were so much smaller. So when I was on their website, I saw this Get Real Serum Foundation, and I believe that it is new. I've never seen it before. It is a medium buildable coverage, natural radiant finish foundation. And so I was kind of having problems getting it out since it is new, but eventually it comes out. So I'm just using an IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush to apply this foundation. Now I probably could have went one shade darker with the shade Nude, but I was a little afraid that it might be too dark, so I kind of wanted to go lighter. But next time I think I'm actually going to pick up the shade Nude. So now I'm just zooming you in to kind of get an up close look of the foundation and how it's sitting on my skin and on that Skin Elixir. I actually think it looks really pretty. I did not use a whole lot of this foundation. I could have built it up a little bit more, but I ended up really liking this, and it felt like nothing was even on my skin. Like I had nothing on my skin. Now for concealer, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, as this kind of adds a little bit more coverage. And I'm just using that same IT Cosmetics brush that we used for the foundation earlier to blend out my concealer. So here's another up close shot of the makeup and how it's looking. I was really impressed by it, and I felt like it was very brightening. But now I'm going to take a little bit of loose setting powder. This is the Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder by Ciate London, and I'm only putting this underneath my eyes. Now I'm taking the Blush Balm in the shade Nectar, and I'm going to be using this on actually a dry beauty sponge, Real Technique sponge, And I was going to wet it, but I just got kind of lazy and was like, I'm just going to try it dry. And I was so impressed by this. It worked completely. It did not disrupt the foundation, the concealer, or anything. I kind of added a little too much, but I just thought it was such a beautiful shade and worked very, very well. So to set that cream blush, I'm going to take my Focallure Sun-Kissed Blush Duo in the shade Apricot and put this right over that cream blush. It's kind of the same shade, it's more of like a peachy, warm blush, which I love, so I thought it went really well together. Now the whole reason I made this video was specifically for this new Jet Set Invisible Powder Spray. It is a spray translucent powder, and at first I was kind of skeptical. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm really intrigued. And it actually did work. I think this is a very innovative and quick product to use, and I was really blown away by this. It completely set my face and did not leave any kind of white cast or anything like that, so 2 thumbs up from me. Now I'm taking my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer on this small, like, angled brush. I think it's actually like a blush brush, but I've been using it for bronzer. It's my favorite one to use. A friend got it for me for my birthday a few years ago. And again, I think I went a little overboard with the bronzer, but I just thought this look was very summery and glowy, and I just loved how the blush, the foundation, the bronzer, all of it just kind of melted together. Now I'm taking my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray just to melt this even more into the skin and set everything. Now I'm taking the new Makeup Revolution X Soph Glow Palette. This one is in the shade Cookies and Cream, and I'm going to use this as my highlighter today. Now I'm going to take Soph's palette with Makeup Revolution. This is the new Super Spice eyeshadow palette she did. And I'm going to start off with the shade Cookie Dough. Now I'm going to mainly focus this shade in my crease and kind of the outer area a little bit, but mainly for the crease. Next, I'm going to take the shade Cereal, and I'm going to actually use this to deepen out the outer crease and blend it up into that crease shade that we used, Cookie Dough. Now I'm going to take this gorgeous gold shade called Mirror Ball, and I'm going to use my finger and apply it all over my lid. Now I'm going to take the shade Not Gonna Lie, and I'm going to apply this kind of in the middle of the shade Cereal and where we ended with the Mirror Ball shade, just to add more of like a gold coppery shade to that white gold. Now I'm going to take the Kylie Cosmetics Kylighter in Ice Me Out, and I'm going to use this in my inner corners and on my brow bone. Now I'm going to take the shade Brownies, which is a dark chocolate brown, and I'm just going to focus this on my lower lash line. Now I'm taking the Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara, and I'm going to do my lashes with this. I was a little shocked about how wet this mascara was. This is the first time I've used it, so it felt a little messy, but I'm hoping once it dries down I'll like it a little bit more. Now I'm going to be taking the lip liner and lip balm from Soph and Makeup Revolution. This is in the shade Candy Icing. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!